Daniil Medvedev suffered heartbreak in the Australian Open final after losing a two-set lead for the second time. Daniil Medvedev was in a much better place after his Australian Open final loss, compared to 2 years ago. The World No. 3 blew a two-set lead against Jannik Sinner as the Italian stormed back to win 3-6, 3-6, 6-4, 6-4, 6-3. It's the second time Medvedev has lost from two sets up in the final, as he suffered the same fate against Rafael Nadal in 2022. At the time, the 27-year-old said the kid inside him stopped dreaming in a dark press conference, but it was a different story this time around, as Medvedev said he was dreaming more than ever. Medvedev failed to make it third time lucky in the Australian Open finals, after losing to Novak Djokovic in 2021 and Nadal in 2022. The Russian couldn't capitalize on his lead over Sinner in Sunday's championship match, falling in 5 sets. He earned an unwanted record, becoming the first player in the Open era to lose multiple major finals from 2 sets up, having done the same against Nadal 2 years ago. The 27-year-old sounded bleak after his loss to the Spaniard, starting his press conference with a story of a young kid who dreamed about big things in tennis. With the Rod Laver Arena crowd rooting against him, Medvedev said, "I'm just talking about few moments where the kid stopped dreaming, and today was one of them." He added, "The kid stopped dreaming, the kid is going to play for himself, that's it." But it was a completely different Medvedev who faced the media after another painful 5-set finals defeat on Sunday, as he refused to repeat the same dark comments he uttered in 2022. "Yeah, different feeling. Different circumstances, I would say," Medvedev said when he was asked about his emotional rant from 2 years ago. "Now I'm dreaming more than ever, probably not today, but in general in life." The former World No. 1 had a completely different perspective, admitting he was now playing for himself instead of the child inside of him. He continued, "But I would say it's not anymore a kid who is dreaming, it's me myself right now, a 27-year-old who is dreaming, and who's doing everything that is possible for my future and for my present. I love it. That's why I made it to the final. I wanted to win. I was close. Was I really close or not? Tough to say, but was not far. Yeah, the scoreline is similar, but I think the match would be a bit different. But yeah, probably next question someone is going to ask me about today and then I'm going to answer." While the final followed a similar pattern, Medvedev also added, "I didn't think much about Rafa match, because I really tried to leave it behind, so I don't think it had any issues." The circumstances were also different for Medvedev, who felt that the defeat wasn't down to a failure on his part. "Today, again, I didn't feel like suddenly when I was 2 sets to love up I stopped playing and let's say went behind the baseline and started doing like lobs. I didn't really do bad mistakes," he explained.